Adverse childhood experiences are the single greatest unaddressed public health threat facing our nation today. And for a lot of people, that's a terrifying prospect.
More than what you see, more than what you hear, more than what you think, and more than what you fear. Yes, yes, I'm more than that. I know I'm more than that. I am more than that. Yes, yes, I'm more than that. More than what you see, more than what you hear, more than what you think, and more than what you fear. Yes, yes, I'm more than that. I know I'm more than that. I am more than that. I know I'm more than that. I came from the stroke of the bottom. You look around, you see chaos. You come from Detroit to Gotham. I saw my mama get beat, and they thought mama's the problem. And that filled me with rage. I'm like a tiger in the zoo. Let me out of my cage. Feel like the devil's on my shoulder when I walk on the stage. Waiting for it to be over. He don't want me to have love. He don't want me to have closure. Cause when I look in the mirror, all I see is a poser. And that wasn't my intention. No, I'm too late for redemption. Take every bump as a lesson so I can go and keep pressing and get away from the pressure and get away from the pressure. I know my flow is aggressive and all my notes are selective and all my rocks keep collecting. Look, man, I'll be done in a second. This my confession, so it takes a little time and effort. Putting all my words together, dealing with the pain and pressure. Because lately I've been stressing. Lately I've been stressing. More than what you see, more than what you hear, more than what you think, and more than what you fear. Yes, yes, I'm more than that. I know I'm more than that. I am more than that. Yes, yes, I'm more than that. More than what you see, more than what you hear, more than what you think, and more than what you fear. Yes, yes, I'm more than that. I know I'm more than that. I am more than that. I know I'm more than that.
Had a hard life growing up, but I made it work. I don't wanna come up next, I wanna make it first. I just gotta say what's on my mind, I witnessed too much hurt. I had to get it on my own since my date of birth. Remember days on the block when we had to lurk. Remember I bought the 40, I ain't got a perk. Make my day by talking crazy, get put on the shirt. Me and Mar was in that dolly trying to dodge the police. You wasn't on that pallet with me, I was losing sleep. Now I'm looking up the meals and matching rollies. Whole time coming out the mud, I ain't have a place to sleep. Now I run laps around people like it track me. Bow your head and say a prayer, then we finna feast. Don't trust no when my paper boy shady. Don't call bro unless I need him. Me too crazy. I never put a bag in your hands. You too lazy.
More than what you see, more than what you hear, more than what you think, and more than what you fear. Yes, yes, I'm more than that. I know I'm more than that. I am more than that. Yes, yes, I'm more than that. More than what you see, more than what you hear, more than what you think, and more than what you fear. Yes, yes, I'm more than that. I know I'm more than that. I am more than that. I know I'm more than that.
I ain't no killer, but don't push me to the edge. Know some people doing life that would've put one in your head. I know some real hungry dudes, but they dead. Were sitting in them cells, they wasn't looking for the feds. I've been tripping on my people's really missing lately. Dropping like flies, my dog's dying and I hear it daily. Family mean for all minds, I lay yours. Know some real dirty dudes who ain't scared to take yours. In my city, you walking home and get your soul took. A lot of pain, so I put it in a notebook. I done seen a lot in my short childhood. Grimy stuff that make it hard for me to do a lot of good. In my city, you either robbing or you scamming or you killing for your gang, so it's a lot for me to handle. Really trying to make a mark while I'm alive, so if she gotta bury me, please tell my mama I tried.
More than what you see, more than what you hear, more than what you think, and more than what you fear. Yes, yes, I'm more than that. I know I'm more than that. I am more than that. Yes, yes, I'm more than that. More than what you see, more than what you hear, more than what you think, and more than what you fear. Yes, yes, I'm more than that. I know I'm more than that. I am more than that. I know I'm more than that. More than what you see, more than what you hear, more than what you think, and more than what you fear. Yes, yes, I'm more than that. I know I'm more than that. I am more than that. Yes, yes, I'm more than that. More than what you see, more than what you hear, more than what you think, and more than what you fear. Yes, yes, I'm more than that. I know I'm more than that. I am more than that. I know I'm more than that.
What if I told you that you could overcome anything? That there's a circumstance or situation known to man that you cannot overcome. That you are indeed unbreakable. Would you believe me? And more importantly than me telling you, if you told yourself those things, would you believe you?
My name's Reginald Cole. My rap name is Sasuke. I'm in the 10th grade and I plan on going to college straight after high school. I want to study music, like how music is made. well, it's the origin of music. I want to spread the love of music throughout the country, maybe even the globe. The hook, it shows that looks can be deceiving. Looks can be different than what they appear. Like, it might look realer than what it appears. So the hook, more than that, it shows that this is a representative, let's just say, like, you know, when we rapping, that's a representative, but we more than that though. Well, my first line, you know, I came from the struggle at the bottom, like at the very bottom where I was hopping house to house to house, like me and my family, just constant moving. And you know, we can never stay in one spot and call it home. Like, we couldn't last, what, half a year without moving to a different place because of some condition, either the house or just the fact that it's just too high for my mother to afford at the time. When she was dating someone that I called my stepdad, he was nice during the day, but when he got a hold of the bottle, it was just a completely different person, just a violent, reckless, just evil person. And when I saw this evil person get unleashed on my mother, and the people who, and the cops who came like, what, 30 minutes after the event, they thought that she had something to do with it, like she aggravated him, when it was just a bottle. And I'm just like, no, that wasn't even the case. Yet that made me beyond angry, that made me furious. Every rhyme that I spit, I put a piece of that anger, that emotion, I put a piece of that in the song. That's what makes it sound real. That's what makes it sound real. That's what makes it sound good. Each song, I feel a little less angry about what he did because that wasn't the first time. So every time I spit a phrase, I feel a little less angry and a little more free from that event. A little more liberated. Find an outlet. Find an outlet. I'm telling you, that's the first thing you need to do beyond anything. Find an outlet. Find a way to let that anger loose. Because before I found this rap, before I found hip hop, and before I knew I could rap, all that anger was just boiling up inside to the point where it didn't become anger more. It became depression. Like, I'm tired of being this tiger in a cage, just angry all the time.
My name DeVille. I go by Cookieville though. I plan on going to school for music production or media art, something like that. If I want to, I can shoot the videos and run the camera too, as well as the studio and rap. First couple bars was, had a hard life growing up, but I made it work. I don't want to come up next, I want to make it first. See, when I was talking right there, I mean, like, growing up, it was rough. I had to grow up real quick. I didn't have a real long childhood. I had to grow up, you know, take care of my people. So, you know, I don't want to come up next. A lot of people be like, I'm up next and nothing like that. I'm going to be the person before you. Like, every day always say somebody better than you. I feel like I'm that person that's going to be better. I grew up not having a lot, so I'm looking up to millions. I don't want to stay in Detroit forever. I want to have matching rollies. I want to make enough money to buy a rollie for everybody in my crew. And that's that. The bag is your hustle. You don't never want to put your hustle in a lazy person's hand when you know you can make your money double yourself. If you put it in their hands, you gonna be losing money. So I never put my hustle in a lazy person's hands that ain't gonna do nothing for it. Your hustle could be anything. Like, whatever you do as a job is your hustle. Whatever your employment is. Say somebody come to me, just like y'all came and said, we got a whole lit operation right now. All you gotta do is come rap and stuff like that, and we put it out. Y'all put the bag in my hands and I'm working for it, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting y'all put stuff out there. So y'all just put the bag in my hands. Y'all wouldn't have put it in my hands if I wasn't like, I was like really about to go do something else. I was about to go to my mama's house on the Southfield. So like I come do the work. Just cause y'all put it in my hands, like and I'm gonna continue to do that. You lazy, you ain't getting nothing done. So I'm running laps around people who ain't getting nothing done for it. It's gonna be easy. Man, stay humble. You wanna come up with a plan? Find a crew of loyal people, man. And do what y'all gotta do. Put that bag in. I don't know how you feel about life or what you think about, but I know I want to be on the upscale life. I don't want to see the same thing my whole life. So if you want to be where you at your whole life, then I can't help you. But what I say is like, look up to stuff. Like, don't think you're gonna be stuck in the same predicament. Go places in your life you think you ain't never been. If you think it's crazy, go crazy. Like, that's that.
My name's Sire. You know, some people call me Sai, rap name, go by Big Sai. I'm a senior at Munford High School. Some of my future goals, really, I just really want to, you feel me, just make it for real. I want to go to college for marketing, major in marketing. And after that, I just want to get, you know what I'm saying, a steady career. You know what I'm saying, put some money in my pocket, live right. I was raised like right around the corner, like not right around the corner, like down the street, 7 Mile and Cherry Line, across the street from you at DJ Soup. So when I first started going to Munford, I just would walk home, and so you know, in between me, you know what I'm saying, school letting out to the commute home, then I always found something to do as far as with my people, you know what I'm saying. So I was always saying stuff like, as far as I was meeting people like grimy dudes from 6 Mile, you know what I'm saying, grimy dudes from 7 Mile. That's what made me meet everybody, is for me living in the heart of the hood. So you know what I'm saying, it's a couple people that I know that was grimy and got like that, you know what I'm saying. I ain't no stranger to that, you feel me. Like I ain't no, you feel me, I ain't no killer like to where like I'm a demon hothead around these streets, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But at the same time, I ain't no punk and I ain't no stranger to, you know what I'm saying, certain situations. Like I done been around situations like that to where I know how to handle certain situations. My school attendance is hot. I be here all the time. To be honest, the little word, you feel me, about hood people and grimy people, that really didn't change. Cause there's some hood people I know, some real grimy dudes that's on the honor roll, you feel me? Like, it didn't change a lot. Like, people used to think, like, if you hood, you would drop out, you would flunk out in school, you don't never come to school, you just be in the streets. I know some dudes who would come in here and crank out an A+ essay and still be in the hood. So, you know what I'm saying? I was always, you know what I'm saying, surrounding myself with some dudes that was deep in the hood, but at the same time, you feel me? They handled their stuff when we got in here. Hood, it ain't even what everybody say it is. Like, hood ain't really just, people call themselves hood just because first off, you ain't hood just because you was in a certain hood. Like, just because you was born on Joy Road, you was raised on Joy Road. Don't claim Joy Road like, oh, my hood, Joy Road, you know what I'm saying? Just because you could live on Joy Road and never came out the house before. I call, you feel me, a certain person hood, like if you was raised on 7 Mile, that means you was on 7 Mile. Like, you know people from 7 Mile. You was outside on 7 Mile. You seen certain events happen on 7 Mile. You really had your hands on 7 Mile. Like, in 7 Mile activities, events, any altercations that happened, you was always around, like 7 Mile. The difference between a street dude and a hood dude. A street dude is like, he in the streets. Like, street is street. That's grimy. That's the stereotype. That street stereotype is true about, you know what I'm saying, people being in the streets, you know what I'm saying, drug dealing, flunking out, hothead. That's a street dude. A hood dude is, he know about the streets, but he don't be in the streets. That's why it's the difference. So if you a hood dude, then boom, you be in the streets, you know what I'm saying, you know about people in the streets, but that ain't really you. Like, you could take it there, but you don't take it there. You handle your business wherever it be. Wherever you gonna eat at, that's where you be at. A street dude, no matter what, he in the streets. He repping that street life for real. Some hood dudes just want better for themselves. Like, street dudes, they be like, streets all I know, you know, streets till I die, this and that. And they love that. They love staying in the same, you feel me, on the same little block for their whole life. Hood dudes, I love my block, but at the same time, I want to get off my block. Like, they know it. They know, you feel me, murder on the street dude mile on the time and stuff like that. They ain't trying to see that the rest of their life. They not trying to see the same block, the same neighbors, the same hood for the rest of their life. They trying to get up out of there, and if they can, bring that cheese back to their hood and help everybody else eat. A street dude, he just want to stay on the block, you feel me, get by, ends meet, living day by day. A hood dude really want to progress and, you know what I'm saying, be successful for real, still got a mind. I'm saying, because it ain't no way you call yourself a hood or street dude, whatever. You can't claim no certain hood if you ain't willing to, you feel me, put something into it. Like, if I claim 7 Mile, something happened on 7 Mile, anything, you feel me? If I could do something to help, then you feel me? I'm tapped in. So, if it was to be a situation, it's this park on 7 Mile called Tyndall. Man, I used to be there all the time when I was little. Tyndall Park. It's a big old field, a little messed up little playground right there. Then it's the nail shop. It's a big old field right there. I'm talking about so much that went down in that little field. So if I could, I'd really take it to that field. You know what I'm saying? Really build for, feel me? People on 7 Mile to have somewhere to go, just chill and kick it. Feel me? Maybe a basketball court. You know what I'm saying? Throw a little real field right there. You know what I'm saying? I fix up the Tyndall building that people be in, and there's so many restrictions to get in that Tyndall building though. I ain't never even been in there, and I lived on 7 Mile from 2008 till, you feel me, currently. So, you know what I'm saying? First off, it's your support base, because when I done had a couple friends that he wasn't murdered, but he was still a victim of gun violence. As far as the situation went, you know what I'm saying, the gun was involved, and that's what took his life, you feel me? First off, it was support alone, because, you know what I'm saying, he was really one of the hearts of, you feel me, our school when we had the blue side. So when it first happened, everybody was on that boat, like that R.I.P. Marlin boat, and everybody's still on that boat, R.I.P. Marlin. You can't get through nothing by yourself. I don't care how hard the dude is. Everybody needs some support. So we was all there for each other, you feel me? That's how everybody overcame it for real. You know what I'm saying? We had a candle light right there for him. We had spilled more out in candles. We had everybody talk about that, you know what I'm saying? Good memories with him. When it first happened, the day after we came, my first hour teacher, she told, because I guess she didn't know who it all spread to. So the first hour, she, you know what I'm saying, she waited for us all to quiet down. She told the class, boom, like, you know what I'm saying, Marlon passed away. You know what I'm saying, the couple people that didn't know, you know, they had that little breakdown. And this really showed me that she cared, because when she told me, she was tearing up, tears coming down her face. So, you know what I'm saying, I knew that hit home for her. And then when we had the candle, like, you know what I'm saying, we can't do nothing around the school without their permission. So, you know what I'm saying, they didn't arrange that for us. We had like 2-3 tables outside, chips, water, you know what I'm saying, juice, little snacks. You know what I'm saying, they didn't set up tables out here, we got the music going. You know what I'm saying, they really treated it as like, I like that type of situation where they treat somebody passing as a celebration of them being here in the first place, rather than the fact that they passed. So we was really like, you know what I'm saying, celebrating the fact that we had Marlon in our life in the first place. So we was out there, teachers was out there with us, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, telling their best memories with Marlon and just him being in that class. And then at the funeral, we had all his teachers there support, you know what I'm saying, talking to the mom. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause, you know, she was devastated. They was helping, you know what I'm saying, really supporting. It was just a real positive energy as far as the teachers supporting us. I know some real hungry dudes, but they dead or sitting in themselves, they wasn't looking for the feds. And what I mean by that is, it was some dudes that I knew was smart and they had a hustle. And they was making money, like legit hustles, but they cut certain legal corners. And they wasn't smart enough to, you know what I'm saying, make a way within the lines of, you know what I'm saying, laws and stuff. So them cutting them corners, they was real cocky because they was at the top of their hustle. So they was like, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna touch it, the cops ain't gonna catch me, you know what I'm saying? And that ended up being, in the long run, the cops did catch them. They end up going to jail, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be smart with whatever you do, you gotta be smart. Just make the best decision for what's gonna help you, but make the smartest decision for what's gonna help you. It ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? If you got a way to make some money, all right, make that money. But at the same time, make sure it's the best way to make that money. It could be 1,000 ways to make money, but only one of them be the smartest way. You gotta be smart with how you do things, so that money can keep rolling in. Don't risk it all to make this one, you feel me, touch this cheese this one time, and then you feel me, you in the pen, you locked down for a long time over this one little, you feel me, incident. Make that cheese and let it flip for a long time. Be smart with how you move, and you can keep the cheese coming in a smart way, and you will be good.